It's finally here, everyone, the facelift of the Renault Clio. This particular Renault Clio is very important because it arrives at the moment where there's an alliance between Renault and Nissan. Well, that's something that started since the late 90s. But then Mitsubishi just joined the alliance pretty recently, guys. And this equally means that this Renault Clio shares the same platform as the Nissan Micra and also the Mitsubishi Colt. On the bright side, this proves that Renault is going places, but on the negative side, I have to be pretty worried for Mitsubishi, guys. Renault Clio costs 30,000 euros. Is it good value for money or not? We're going to find out in a moment, everyone. Let's get on with this review right now. Now, you all will be glad to know that this Renault Clio has the Alpine trim level. Now, the philosophy of the Alpine trim level is very similar to the Mercedes AMG, the BMW M, the Audi S. You get the point, guys. It's a sport trim level. You get this because Renault wants to convince you it's all sporty. Nice sporty alloys, everyone. I have to confess, Renault did a brilliant job with the center right here. Pretty sporty. You get parking sensors at the front and at the rear, but when it comes to cameras, you only get a rear view camera, not a 360-degree parking camera. I have to wonder, what is it with this fake vent right here? You get blind spot monitoring, everyone. Now, when it comes to my first impression of this facelift Renault Clio, I have to say that the side view looks very evolutionary. They didn't really change much on it. The real change appears on the front and on the rear, and it's mainly the lighting. Over here you get actual air vents, and then this particular design could be a reference to the Renault Megane E, guys. Now it's time to check out the interior of the Renault Clio, guys. So, interior of the Renault Clio, guys. So, first impression I have to say is that I'm very impressed with the handle. For some reason the handle is really good, very nice to touch. Touched the steering wheel briefly from here, and I'm very impressed with it. It's leather wrapped and it's rather squidgy. It's nice to hold on to. And also it's got stitching effect to it, which is this color of the French flag, guys. Now, when it comes to seating adjustment, guys, the seating adjustment is manual. It's really good. Oh. Okay, for some reason, to move the seat forward, it's buried very deep, guys. Oh, all right, so it's easy to reach from here. Steering adjustment, guys. You can move the steering wheel up, down, in and out. Now, because this is the Alpine trim level, you get sporty seats that actually hold you in place. Those seats look great. So they're basically leather on the side and fabric in the middle. And I like the stitching details you get. So it's the theme is black and blue, the blue stitches. Perfect Alpine theme. So my first impression of the interior, everyone, you get this nice infotainment system which is driver centric. So this whole area over here tilts towards the driver. Thank goodness Renault hasn't gone down the path of complete simplicity. There's still physical buttons over here, and over here is your climate controls, perfectly detailed, guys. I love this. So, you know, you don't have to depend on your infotainment system for everything. Renault had this third stroke for a very long time, even in the late 90s, if I'm correct. They always had this third stroke for your infotainment system, so you can control the volume with it, and it's just great. It feels rather good because I don't have to look at the infotainment system. I can just easily control the volume from here. Now, it's not enough to look stylish. We have to cover practicality solutions. So, first thing first, you get a storage space over here, good for your telephone. And you get a 12-volt socket and 2 USB points over there, charging port. Very good. Now, your handbrake is electric and it's down here, guys. Very decent. You get 2 cup holders of fixed sizes, but they can hold my water bottle in place. So when the ride gets bumpy, nothing will spill anywhere. Now you get what looks like a central console, and it's also your armrest. And let me see if it's adjustable. Yes, it is adjustable. Okay, that's good. That's good. Your central console is very small. Now let's check out the door bin. The door bin is decent enough to hold my water bottle, but that's it. I mean, it's good for small items. Otherwise, it cannot really fit a big water bottle. But to be honest, I was not really expecting much. Let's take a look at the glove box, everyone. The glove box is interesting. Now, I don't know what is it about French car manufacturers, but they have one of the deepest glove boxes. I've noticed this also in the Peugeot 208. However, you do not get any storage space for your sunglasses holder, guys. I don't know if this is really something to question because this is a B-segment car, but then price of 30,000 euros, guys. I have expectations. And that too, you don't get any panoramic roof or any sunroof or something. I mean, the equipment is here. I mean, it does have the detailed climate control. It has the lovely seats. It has a lot of investment has been done towards the styling of the interior. Brilliant. But I feel like there's a lot that could have been added for a price of 30,000 euros. And one last thing, guys, you all will be glad to know that all 4 windows are fully automated. Now, before checking out the rear seats of the Renault Clio, I just want to point out a little problem. Renault and Nissan have developed an obsession of putting the rear door handles right here. The advantage is that it looks great, guys. First of all, it gives it this coupe effect from far away. So it's like, it gives you the impression you're looking at a coupe or a 2-door vehicle. Excellent. But then in terms of practicality, it's not very ideal when I have so many shopping to carry or just so many things to carry that I want to open the door easily. So I could easily open it if it was a handle, but because it's like this, I have to put my shopping down, then like this, and it's not very easy to pull either. So you have to use your 4 fingers to pull it like this. You cannot just use 1 finger easily. Now it is time to check out the rear seat of the Renault Clio. All right, so rear seat of the Renault Clio, guys. I have to say that compared to other B-segment cars, the entrance is not very spacious. Because I've sat in various B-segment cars and some of them had ease of entrance on their side. But on the case of this Renault Clio, it feels very cramped. So first thing first, legroom is great, but it can depend on the seating adjustment of the driver and the front passenger. Knee room is just about good, but then again, it can depend on the seating adjustment of the driver and the front passenger. But just watch out, if your knees make contact with this is a squidgy plastic material, but yeah. Whereas I have to say headroom is good, but it's just about good. It's not perfect or anything. So overall, the rear seat is great, but it's like you don't expect much, but then to be surprised, it is a B-segment car, okay? However, standards of B-segment, I have seen cars that offer better rear seats than the Renault Clio. Now, practicality, guys. There's absolutely nothing going on over here, but I'm not entirely surprised because at least Renault was generous enough to give you a central console storage. No armrest here, but you do get a backseat pocket that's good, but it's rather tight. Like you cannot really fit much things in there. You do get a door bin though, which is good. It can just about fit my water bottle in there, but that's about it. And I do not even get handles over here. I get a beacon of hope lighting, but I don't get any handle, guys. So what am I supposed to do if it gets bumpy? Rear seats have ISOFIX that's easy to reach, guys, and you don't lose this easily because it's attached to the seat. Start by talking about the boot lip, everyone. You get a proud hard plastic right here, so putting luggage in and out may be a little bit difficult because you may need to lift higher to avoid making contact with the plastic, but always the plastic is durable. However, the body paint is not very proud over here, but then it is rather round-edged over here compared to what I've seen on other competitors, guys. However, I still urge you be very careful in long terms that you don't make contact with the body paint when putting heavy goods in the back of your Renault Clio. Boot space of the Renault Clio looks like it's average for the B segment. Well, you do get tether points over there, and I'm assuming no, there's no tether point down there. There's one here. Okay, it's hidden. It's right here. And you don't get any adjustable boot floor, but you get this mat that has your spare tire and your repair kit under, and that's about it, guys. It's there's no smart feature or no adjustable floor. Now, whether this is really something to question or not, it is a B segment. You don't really look at the B segment for practicality, but for a price of 30,000 euros, there are expectations, guys, and so far this looks very budget to me. However, on the bright side, when the rear seat is folded down, you get a flat floor right here, guys. And you get a nice hook over here for your seat belt, guys. So when you pull your seat belt back up, put it right here. And then there you go, so that it doesn't get stuck between the seat and the side. Now, you do not get electric rear doors, everyone. You have to pull the door down by yourself. Although it's easy to close, but just watch out for the edge. Here's my conclusion of the Renault Clio, everyone. I have to say this is a beautiful little car with a very big contrast. Because you see, the front seat, the front doors, they feel super premium. It's like you get everything you've ever dreamed for in a B segment car. But then as soon as you sit in the back seat, it's budget. you're reminded that this is a B-segment car. Then it's like as if Renault forgot about the 30,000 euros. This costs 30,000 euros. And then this brings me to the topic of value for money, everyone. For a price of 30,000 euros, is this Renault Clio good value for money or not? I have to say that this Renault Clio is great value for money. I'm not inclined to say it is the best, but here's the reason why I say it's great. The reason why I say it's great is because Renault had the courtesy to offer you something that not many other B-segment cars offer, especially for the front seat, especially if you are someone who drives alone most of the time. Steering wheel was one of the best steering wheel I've held on to in a long time, especially for a B-segment guys. Would you all like my humble opinion of this Renault Clio? I absolutely love this Renault Clio, guys. What they've done with the front is stunning. They did a brilliant job with this. Massive improvement, guys. I can go on forever about how much I love this Renault Clio for many reasons, particularly because it is French and French car manufacturers, as I've stated a few times before, and I'm going to say it yet again, they were born from small cars, they expanded because of small cars, and they continue to do one of the best small cars in the automotive industry. Now, it is true that in terms of quality, in terms of reliability, or in terms of option list, there are different appeals. Everyone has had different stories to say. But one thing I can definitely confirm to you all is that French car manufacturers, when they come up with a small car, they often tend to be very desirable because they have the experience behind them. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run, everyone. I will see you all next time.